Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure to be able to accompany you throughout the day. I hope that you did enjoy the fall CyberSec Brussels Leaders Foresight as much as we did. Thank you for following our conference. For the conclusions, I would like to pass to Ms. Izabela Albrycht. Thank you, and I hope to see you again during the next edition of CyberSec. Izabela, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Michał. Thank you so much. You were the great host. I would like to start by saying thank you to the whole Kosciuszko Institute team for your support. Ladies and gentlemen, the leitmotif of this conference was, of course, the need to work together against adversarial internet, which, as it was highlighted by many speakers, is important because of geopolitical shifts impacting technology development, as well as the landscape of cybersecurity risks and attacks, which aggressively impact our everyday reality. Today, we discussed many of the issues in 5 streams. Let me just present some of the takeaways. First of all, EU and US relation is now the central point for cyber policy issues. It is more important than ever that the EU and the US cooperate closely together on emerging and disruptive technologies to retain the technological edge over authoritarian states. It is also extremely important because of the need to set up free data flows framework to be working for both partners. And when building the digital future, it is also central that we establish a long-term understanding who our partners are. It should be done on both sides of the Atlantic, as it will probably impact the decoupling process, also affecting digital supply chains anytime soon. This understanding of importance and geopolitical weight of transatlantic relations is crucial now if we want to build a future-proof NATO. And I would like to highlight the speech given by Deputy Secretary General of NATO, Mircea Joanna. He said that NATO should be the global driver of a values-based approach to defense innovation, to make sure that global rules and norms are shaped by our values: freedom, democracy, the rule of law, and not by those who seek to undermine them. NATO's new implementation strategy for emerging and disruptive technologies aims to foster the development of new technologies and protect them from adversaries and competitors. Mr. Joanna underlined that China and Russia invest heavily in new tech, and we cannot be left behind. To avoid an innovation gap, the Deputy Secretary General called for closer transatlantic interoperability and strengthening work in the triple helix between government, industry, and academia. He added that emerging technologies and strengthening resilience will be high on the agenda at the NATO summit in Brussels later this year. The same was pointed on by Melissa Hathaway, who said that innovation will be used in the warfare and each technology itself can be used in adversarial way. We need to be aware that online is the front line, and transatlantic partners should lead the way to keep countries and cyber criminals accountable. Third, as the European perspective, ENISA's director, Mr. Lepassard, said we don't have now a good old Delphi in the EU anymore. To help us in predicting the future and consult us about important decisions like it was in Europe in the ancient classical world. That is why he advised we need to work on building the strategic foresight as for the digital future and better anticipate what comes next in cyberspace to be able to mitigate threats. The good news is that European Commission have framed the digital future for us in the cyberspace realm in documents such as the Digital Decade and Digital Compass, as well as Cybersecurity Strategy and it is a good starting point to regain technological leadership, to build digital autonomy and technological sovereignty. A part of setting the goals, we need to, however, work and agree on their definitions. If we want to put these concepts into life with political decisions, we need to agree first on their meaning. And Commissioner Skinas proposed a very reasonable definition of digital autonomy, which aim, according to him, is to be able to make autonomous choices in the digital world and to put into the digital market European products, as well as enhance and set up forward European rules which need to be respected on the European market. We need to be aware that people will be asking more, not less, from technologies now, and Europe needs to impose those rules as soon as possible. Technologies need to be deployed with security consideration, which should be implemented upfront into the process of their design. No longer do we need to talk about privacy by design. Cybersecurity by design is of the same importance. In that respect, I found that interventions by the business representatives optimistic, as they stated that they are actually willing to build secure solutions and technology solutions fit for Europe, meaning that they will follow the European values. We don't need to have Delphi to see that is what is less optimistic, so that another attack will occur and will hit us. This is inevitable. The question is not if, but when. And we need to get ready. We need to overcome fragmentation and connect all dots of cybersecurity system, tackle modern threats, deploy protected, secure infrastructure, not just 5G, but also IoT and beyond, build strong industry and societal ecosystem, as well as protect citizen privacy. Last but not least, we all need to remember that we are all the stakeholders in this process, and we are in this together and have a great work to do, as great Leon Panetta said a few minutes ago. Ladies and gentlemen, this conference wouldn't have been possible without our partners, including my partners, Microsoft, PKN Orlen, and Google. Thank you for your trust and support. As we have been highlighting many times today, we are definitely living in the digital decade. Each and every of us should be engaged in the debate on the most crucial challenges in cyberspace. We would like to invite you to another important event on the global digital agenda, the Internet Governance Forum 2021, under the headline Internet United, which will take place in Katowice, Poland in December. And finally, at the very end of this series of fruitful and thought-provoking debates, I would like to thank you for being here with us and following CyberSec. We are looking forward to another opportunity to meet everyone at CyberSec. Hopefully, it will be another cozy but not anymore online event. We hope to go hybrid at least. Please save the date and follow our accounts for more details on the next edition of CyberSec Global 2021, coming later this year. This time we will meet and debate under the leitmotif towards values-based digital world. See you there, and one more time, thank you very much for being here with us today.